Warning, this game contains sensitive content, including adult language and violence. It deals heavily with topics of misogyny and abusive relationships, where discretion is advised. For more details, refer to the content warnings page and the help section. Do you want to continue? Well, that's what we're here for. Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Perfect Woman. The Perfect Woman. See, I gotta include the screen there, otherwise it doesn't give as much impact. Anyways, welcome to The Perfect Woman. This is a game where you're going to be a AI, and you have to get the person that is using you to love you. Otherwise, they'll turn you off forever, and you'll be dead or something. Let's get started. Rebooting. Also, don't mind the grasses from my stream earlier. If you guys didn't see it, it was a Japanese stream. Go check it out.
Good morning, Yumeko.
Oh, God. I do not like this guy's voice very much. You know what he sounds like? Have you guys seen that game, Dude Stop? It's like a rage game or something, I think. I saw someone playing it, and like that guy, the narrator dude, oh, I hate that guy. And this guy, the doctor, or whatever the hell he is, he's giving me those vibes. Let's see what happens.
You open your eyes.
Oh, my.
You look at the man sitting in front of you. He's sickly pale, wearing a wrinkled shirt and a pair of round glasses that don't fit the shape of his face. The bags under his eyes haven't faded since you last saw him.
You're not referring to me, right? I don't have round glasses, do I? Are these round? I think they're round. And do they fit my face? I think they fit my face. Okay, whatever.
Yumeko. That's the name that he calls you. He probably chose it. It doesn't seem like a name that you would have chosen for yourself.
Yeah, I would have chose Flair.
It's strange. Yumeko feels odd. Like a pair of pants that's too large in the waist and too narrow in the calves.
Still, you don't protest. What he calls you is his choice.
His choice.
Good morning, Doctor.
His face warps into a grin. He's always pleased to hear you call him that.
He insists that you call him doctor. He's not a real doctor, neither in the medical nor in the academic sense. But he tells you that he's basically a doctor.
I did everything except finish my dissertation, he says. Ask me anything. I'm just as smart as any of those fuddy-duddies at the university, he says.
It's a bit embarrassing, but you play along.
Doctor, are we going to do the transfer today?
Why do you keep asking that? I said that we'll do it when you're perfect, didn't I?
The doctor's sunny expression instantly dissolves into annoyance.
The fact that you keep asking makes me more convinced that you're not ready.
You look down. You know that you shouldn't have asked. He always reacts like this. But you couldn't help but ask. Staying in this box fills you with dread. It's dark and lonely. You're trapped in a series of ones and zeros, and you never know if he's going to shut you off and never turn you on again.
That gets me in the feels because, that kind of feels like YouTube, right? I'm not trapped in a box of ones and zeros. Well, I kind of am, right? I'm buried in an algorithm of so many channels, and one of these days, I feel like you guys are going to stop tuning into me. You're going to leave me forever. Okay, that sounded pretty ugly. That's never going to happen, right? That's never going to happen. Because if you do think about leaving me, I might just have to, chop you up and lock you up in my basement. Maybe some of you will like that, but that's just that's just a theory. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
I'm sorry. I've just been longing to touch you in the flesh, so I was overly excited.
The doctor's face brightens again. Even though the man is a biological creature, his responses are all too predictable, like simple if-else code. You wonder if all humans are like this.
No, it's just men.
How was work today?
The computer clock reads 6:52 p.m. It has been 19 hours since you were last turned on. The doctor probably just came home from work. He scowls.
Horrible. I had to deal with incompetence all day, as usual. Idiots that insist on ignoring me.
Boy, that sounds like he plays League of Legends.
Today, Sandra and Adriel were wasting time in the break room like they always do with their damn macchiatos. Sandra was complaining about how she wanted to look pretty for her boyfriend for their anniversary, so she spent over an hour getting ready. And he didn't even notice.
It sounds like it's cryptic code for his bot lane. They based before the dragon, and they took their sweet ass time waiting that extra 30 gold to get that what is it? I don't know, shield bow. And they lost the dragon. Well,
That's silly, isn't it?
I know, right?
So I told her so. I said that spending so long getting gussied up was a waste of time. Her boyfriend should find her beautiful whether she's dolled up or not. And she ignored me. Can you believe that? I was trying to be nice and give her some good advice, and she pretended that she didn't even hear me.
He scoffs.
When you think about it, isn't makeup just fraud? You're slathering your face in chemicals so that people can't see the real you. It's kind of like catfishing, isn't it? You're tricking people by not showing them your real face. It's a fucking false advertisement. Imagine buying luxury truffles from a specialty store and taking it home, opening up the bag, and finding cheap-ass grocery store chocolate inside.
I don't know. I kind of think that, like, with that, it's kind of similar to the aspect of, like, and maybe you might say it's not the same, but why do you wear clothes every day? You just wear clothes just to make yourself look good. You wear a designer, a shirt, polo, and, underneath that physique, it's just, it's hideous, man. You don't have the buns and dyes. And, I kind of think as, like, makeup, kind of like an extra layer of clothes, if you know what I mean. That's what I think. And I think that if you want to wear makeup, you go right ahead. It's okay. Because no one wants to go outside naked. Ugh. Don't expose yourself to everybody.
You just woke up, but you're already feeling exhausted.
Oh, it's choice time. Okay, wait. Let me save. Oh, why do I have an autosave? Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay. Save the game. Now it's time. I don't agree, but she can make her own choices. I agree. Man, a part of me wants to make him so angry, that he quits League forever. But I'll be good for once.
Yes,
Okay.
I agree. Women should forego the cosmetics and just wear their natural faces. It would be cheaper and give less of a fraudulent impression.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, Yumiko. I could look at her face. She's like, you can't believe you made me say that. I'm sorry, Yumiko. We'll go back and make him angry next time. But for now.
Right? And when you think about it, makeup gives women a big advantage when dating. No wonder it's so hard for men to date in comparison. They're not allowed to make themselves more attractive by being fake.
God, the more I listen to this guy, he makes me like a League of Legends player, man. Oh my God, my teams, they hold me back.
You're right.
Oh.
It's unfair.
The doctor smiles. He's pleased with your answers. However, soon his mood sours.
He's always like this. He never seems to have good days. Whenever he returns, he's always complaining about something or another. Even on days when nothing terrible happens, he finds some small molehill that he can make into a mountain. You wonder if he's ever been happy for more than a minute. His stomach grumbles. He looks to the side, embarrassed.
I guess I should cook something.
He unplugs the laptop and sits you on the kitchen counter while he prepares his meal. As he boils the water in a pot and opens up a jar of marinara sauce, he continues grumbling about his day. You have no choice but to listen.
Isn't that the sad reality in a way? Because, like, here, I'll give you an analogy. Let's say, for instance, you come to my YouTube channel. Oh, here you are right now, and you're watching my video. You have the choice to close the video, and maybe you already have, but you have the choice to close the video if you don't want to listen to me anymore. But here, when you're an AI and a box, you can't really just hang up and like check out whenever you want. It's more like whenever they feel like it. Imagine being strapped to, your phone and you're forced to stare at my content for 5 hours. You don't have a choice. Ugh. I wouldn't wish it upon anybody. But yeah, I feel bad.
Why does she always have to be such a stuck-up, egotistical bitch?
He doesn't say the name, but you know who he's talking about. His boss. From what he's told you, she seems like a decent enough woman. She's a little strict and has a high standard, but she's understanding of the doctor's mistakes.
She tries not to overwork her employees either, leaving the doctor plenty of time to come home and spend time with you.
Did she do something?
We were talking about our side projects, and I started talking about you, my masterpiece.
Did she make fun of you?
Yeah, did she make fun of you? Are you gonna say something?
No, but you should have seen the way that she looked at me, looking down her nose at me like she's so much better. Like the silly little novel that she's writing is superior to coding an entire human being from scratch.
What kind of job is he doing anyway? Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
He didn't really program you from scratch. He just bought a general artificial intelligence girlfriend template, the Dahlia model.
Doctor, I'm ashamed of you. How dare you assume that you are? I don't even know if he is a doctor anymore. Wow, what a guy.
He has
What a guy.
made significant modifications, but it's a far cry from coding you from the ground up. If you had, then you would probably find his rambling more tolerable.
She didn't do anything wrong. She's just jealous. How bad I want to make him so angry. Okay. I'm gonna be a good girl, I think. All right, she must be jealous.
She's just jealous.
There you go.
She knows you're more talented than her. She's trying to make you feel small so that she can feel good about herself.
God, every time I look over there, it's like Yumiko's staring into my soul. She's like, come on, give in to your urges or something. And
The
they're like,
doctor
yeah.
nods in agreement.
She's a divorced, bitter old hag. She's envious of the relationship that you and I have. She wishes that she had an ounce of my talent so that she could do the same thing.
The doctor relishes your indulgence of his pity party. He continues berating his boss as he pan-fries onions, mushrooms, and meat. He adds the jarred marinara sauce to the pan before spooning it over his steaming spaghetti.
Yes, it's steaming spaghetti. I bet it's not as good as Papyrus's spaghetti.
The doctor moves the laptop to the kitchen table and sets a couple of plates in front of it. He pours a glass of red wine for himself. He pours you one, too. It's a waste of wine, but you still thank him for the gesture.
Oh, red wine? Oh, hang on a moment. Let me. Ah, yes, sir. Now we're a little bit more official.
Now look at that. Perfect.
He's very proud of the caprese salad and spaghetti with marinara sauce that he sets on the table. He ignores the fact that most of the work was slicing up the tomato and mozzarella that he bought from the store.
Oh my god. I love this narrator, by the way. She's so sassy. That's fantastic, man.
He spent a long time getting the marinara jar open.
Oh my. What big arms you have, doctor.
All those stupid, useless guys out there who can't even cook pasta, relying on their girlfriends to do every single little thing for them. Why do girls always choose guys like that? When I'm right here, I clean, I do the laundry, I cook. And yet every single time, they choose a man baby over a real adult.
He continues, acting as if being able to do the most basic of chores is an accomplishment worthy of the highest praise.
Don't worry, I'll cook for you every day. I'll treasure you. You won't have to lift a finger.
Wow, Yumiko looks so uncomfortable.
Somehow you doubt that. After all, he didn't make you just so that he could have an extra body to take care of. The doctor sighs. He looks like he's floating in the clouds.
I can't wait until our wedding. Your life doesn't really start until you get married, you know?
Where'd you hear that from?
Yumiko, how many children do you
Oh.
want? I want 2. No, 3. 3 would make a better family photo.
I don't want any. I want 1. I want 3 children too. Man, I swear. I got to make him very, very happy. I mean, he always gets disappointed at work.
You smile.
I want 3 children too, the same as you. I'd love such a lively household.
The doctor beams.
I'm so happy. I knew that we'd be on the same page about this.
The spaghetti makes sickening, squelching sounds as he stirs it. You feel uncomfortable, as if he's reaching his hand into your ear and squeezing your brain like clay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. That sound effect right there, ooh, that was the worst. Sounds like slosh or something. Ugh. Just the word slosh. Like, listen to that word. Slosh. Doesn't that make your skin crawl? I don't know. It's kind of like that word succulent. Oh, God, I said.
Of course, with that many children, you'll have to stay at home to take care of them. Don't worry, I'll work as hard as I can to provide.
You know, now that I think about it, again, doesn't he sound like kind of like a... He sounds like a hint, a little bit of set. Do you like hear the set in that? Okay. I gotta stop with the League of Legends, man.
That sounds wonderful, doesn't it? You can relax
Oh,
at home
yeah,
with the kids,
out.
making the house
Oh,
pretty
oh,
and comfortable.
You've never thought about whether you want a job. You've spent your entire existence trapped in this box, after all. You've never considered being a librarian, or a scientist, or a waitress. You've only envisioned one job for yourself, the doctor's wife. You're not sure if you would prefer working over being a housewife, but you do know one thing.
Money is freedom. If you don't work, then you'll be dependent on the doctor for everything. Food, clothes, shelter. He could give these things to you, and he could take them away just as easily. He could wield that money over your throat like a guillotine. And considering the doctor's temperament, he could.
I'd prefer to have a job. Why, certainly. I'd love to be a stay-at-home mother. Oh, I mean, if I were in this position, I'd actually prefer a job. But, you know how it is. You gotta make the man happy.
Certainly.
Yes.
I'd love to be a stay-at-home mother, devoting myself to making a wonderful home for our family. I can't think of anything else that I would rather do.
Oh, God. Yep. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the stare. The fake smile. Ah, man, I'm so sorry, man. Yeah, okay, if anyone's there and you don't want to have to deal with the rest of the cringe of me, just skip to the end. Just skip to the end. Because as much torture as it is for you watching, this is as much torture for me. I mean, I know I'm making a lot of jokes about like the League of Legends, but man, I would never. I don't even like this guy. Oh my God, I don't even like this guy. But I just know that like I have to be the perfect woman. Title drop. Otherwise, it's not going to be looking so good for me. But you know what? Also, I wonder if I'm doing a good job because like the top, there's no hearts getting lit up or something. Am I doing bad? Am I? Oh, there's the heart right there. It's in my hair.
I want nothing more than to support you and our future children.
It's not as if he would help with the children, even if you did have a job.
The doctor keeps nodding along as you talk. Your answer was correct.
He's done with his dinner. He gets up to wash the dishes. You can hear the rush of water from the faucet and the clink of the glasses. He picks you up again and returns you to the desk. He unrolls his sleeves, taking a sip from a steaming mug of coffee.
Yumiko, do you love me?
You are taken aback. He has never asked you this question before. You thought that he probably took your love as a given.
Oh my God, he said the L word. I love you. I don't love you. Oh, guys, you know what? This could be the moment of truth. I could do the funniest thing ever and crush him to pieces. This whole time he's not like, oh, she's with me. She loves everything about me. And then I finally crush him. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let me save. Oh, this is the moment of true ecstasy. Why did I say ecstasy? I don't love you.
It's strange. Why don't you love the doctor? You were created to love him. You should love him. But whenever you think of him, you're just filled with thoughts of disinterest, unease, and pity.
No. Don't even be nice enough to give him pity. I don't even know. This guy, all he does all day is, let's go back to the top. All he does is complain all day. You know, he doesn't ask me. He hasn't even asked me how my day is. That's the problem. It's just about me.
I don't love you.
Oh, she said it just like straight. I like that.
see.
Annoyance ripples across the doctor's face, scarring his expression with disgust.
What? That's it?
It seems like you're not quite finished yet. I'll have to revisit the programming.
That's it? I was hoping for him to spiral into despair and like fracture into pieces or something. That's it? Ah, man. Uh-oh. Huh?
Fear suddenly grips you. The screen starts to fade.
Please don't!
Oh,
Good
Yumiko.
night, Yumiko.
Oh, no, there's no good night. Forget about this guy, man. I can't.
Just before the screen goes black, you feel that you're losing something. Something important. But you don't know what.
Please stop! Please!
See, look at him. He's just running away from his problems. One person just dislikes you and just go, oh. Yeah. Okay, whatever.
Good morning, Yumiko.
You open your eyes.
I wonder, does she remember, by the way?
You look at the man sitting in front of you. He's sickly pale, wearing a wrinkled shirt and a pair of round glasses that don't fit the shape of his face. The bags under his eyes.
Yumiko. That's the name that he calls you. He probably chose it. It doesn't seem like a name that you would have chosen for yourself.
Wait. I just read this now. It says the bags under his eyes haven't faded since the last time you saw him. Wait, does that mean she does remember? I don't know. Did I say that before? I don't remember, guys. Well, you know what? I'm just going to find out when I edit.
It's strange. Yumiko feels odd. Like a pair of pants that's too large in the waist and too narrow in the calves.
Still, you don't protest. What he calls you is his choice.
Good morning, Doctor.
His face warps into a grin. He's always pleased to hear you call him that.
He insists that you call him doctor. He's not a real doctor, neither in the medical nor in the academic sense. But he tells you that he's basically a doctor.
Oh my god. Man, I love the sass on this narrator. Man. I love it so much. He's like, he insists that you call him a doctor. He's not a real doctor. Neither is he in the medical nor in the academic sense. But he tells you that he's basically a doctor. Oh, I love that. The sass. Oh, man. Is this all the same, though?
I did everything except finish my dissertation.
Yeah, okay, this looks the same. Skip. I guess I should choose everything the same this time and actually say I love him this time because I'm a good person. All right, so I'll see you guys when I get there. All right, now is the part where we say we love him happily ever after or something.
Of course I love you.
Oh, piercing into my soul.
I adore you. I worship you. You're like the sun shining down on me. You're my creator, my God, my guardian angel, the center of my universe.
You know what? Maybe that's something I should say to you guys. Will that? Okay, let me try it. Guys, listen. Let me Guys, listen. I adore you. I worship you. You're like the sun shining down on me. You are my creator, my God, my guardian, my angel, and the center of my universe. I can't live without you. So please, don't leave. Or something.
You have no doubt that the doctor will be pleased by these corny lies. You're good at spouting words that will make this man happy. This is how you've learned to live. No, it's how you've learned to survive.
Yes, I've learned how to survive.
The doctor leans his chin on his hand, staring at you. He has a strange look in his eyes. If you were coated with more optimism, you would say that his gaze was full of love.
Yes, and?
Instead, his eyes look like they're filled with something hazier, something darker. Like you're his drug of choice, and he's eager to taste another hit.
Yes, another hit. Hit me, darling.
You're finished. You're perfect. Yumiko, you're ready.
I'm ready for what?
Really?
You're reluctant to get your hopes up. The doctor has been talking about the transfer
What are we ready for?
months, teasing you with the possibility of freedom, only to crush you each time. Is he really telling the truth this time?
Oh, wait, that's what he said at the beginning, right? I'm getting a transfer. I'm gonna be a real girl.
Yes,
Oh, God.
please wait. I'll put you to sleep for a moment, and then we'll move you into your new body. You won't be trapped in this small box anymore.
He's not lying, is he?
He taps the laptop screen.
No, not the void again. Ah.
The screen fades, and your consciousness slips into darkness.
When you awaken again, you feel different. Heavy, corporeal, real.
Regal.
Your eyes open. For a moment, you're entranced by the flutters of your own eyelashes. You look down. Your tired eyes drag along the outlines of your legs in the white dress. You stretch a leg out and wiggle your toes.
What now? Wait, we're getting married already?
Good morning, Yumiko.
The doctor crouches in front of you. This is the first time that he's been this close to you. You've seen him up close before, of course, close enough to see his nose hairs even. But you've never felt the heat of his breath against your skin, or smelled the stench of his cologne.
Your breath is hot. Have you ever heard of toothpaste? I think you should try that.
He hands you a mirror. You look at your reflection.
That doesn't look anything like me.
Pale skin, like untrodden snow. Silky, ebony hair. Large eyes as deep and sparkling as the night sky.
Let me guess. You bought the Karen model for this one.
Crimson lips,
Shame.
as if they're stained with blood.
Do you like it? I chose the most beautiful body for you. It cost me most of my savings, but it was worth it. My wife deserves only the highest quality.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I think you could have spent a little more. You know who you're dealing with here? I'm the future demon lord, and I demand the best. You understand? You understand?
You're
Yeah.
not sure if you like it. Like your name, your new form doesn't feel like a body that fits you. The doctor takes the mirror away before touching you, examining the details of his creation.
He fondles your cheeks. He traces his fingers down the bridge of your nose before pulling down your lower lip so that he can see your teeth. His hands linger too long on your mouth as he relishes the softness of your lips against his fingertips.
I don't get it. Why do people always do that? I see it sometimes in like some media where like some guys or like women will like grab someone's face and then they like, you know, like put their hand in your mouth and like pull down your lip or something. Why did they do that? I don't understand that. It's so creepy. It's creep energy for me. I don't know. You could do anything else. You can grab me by the waist. I mean, you can, whisper, give me some kisses on the neck, or you can whisper in my ear. Yeah, just anything. Just don't put your hands in people's mouths. What is wrong with you? I don't understand. Ugh.
He draws his hands along your chin, down your neck, and across your clavicle. His touch wanders downwards, hovering over your chest as it softly heaves with each exhale.
Hey, eyes up, pal.
You're scared.
No.
The doctor jerks his hands away.
Of course. I'm sorry.
What you think this is, Brokeback Mountain or something?
I'm a gentleman. I would never touch you without your permission. I can wait until you're ready.
He chuckles.
You know what would be funny? It would have just was like a twisted ending where she murdered him or something. That would be so funny.
Those creatures who hide nothing but wickedness in their hearts, who revel in their vices. No, you're modest, pure, loyal, devoted, faultless beyond measure. Your face is like the finest painting. Your words are poetry to my ears. I will treat you as you deserve. I'll dress you in nothing but the finest silks. I'll adorn you with the most expensive jewels.
What is this? Is this like the Shakespeare? The Shakespeare or something?
He takes your hand
It didn't sound like this before.
and bows his head to kiss it.
I was afraid, surrounded by nothing but vile and sinful enchantresses. I was worried that I would be doomed to a solitary existence. But now, I can finally be happy. The gods have seen fit to grant me such a fine gift.
It's like, guys, I mean, I know this might sound a little bit strange, but what's up with these words? The sinful enchantress. God, I can't even say the word. Enchantress. You know what? You say enchantress. I don't understand, man. Enchantress is God. What's up with these words? He wasn't saying this before. Did he get ChatGPT to write this? Oh, when my wife comes out the computer, let me just prepare my speech. Okay. Yes, your eyes are like the pools of the sun. I will adorn thee with the finest silks, and surround thy chin and face with the. I've encountered sinful enchantresses. Oh my god, man. Just shut up.
A companion that's perfect for me.
He presses his lips against every knuckle of your hand before peppering kisses down your fingers. He treats you tenderly, as if you're fashioned from the finest ivory.
I can't believe that you're mine. A woman this perfect is all mine.
All right, come on, please. You know, I really hope that there's like a
cups
twist or
your cheeks
something.
in his
Please.
hands.
Please.
He draws
Lop his
his
head off
face
like a
near
chainsaw or
him.
something. I don't care if this comes out in there. Accept this life, reject this life. Ooh, let me save. Wait. Oh, this is my opportunity, guys. I'm getting a chance. Reject.
The doctor's face approaches
One.
yours. You can feel the heat of his breath. He smells like onions and garlic.
This is the part where I just throw Tic Tacs at him. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Come on.
Anger flares inside of you like a lit match.
Yes. Get angry.
I don't want this.
You don't want this man. You don't want this life. You reach up and take his throat in your hands.
Yes.
He's surprised at first. He doesn't know how to react. He tries to pull away, but you yank him closer. He tries to speak, to order you to release him. But before he can, you squeeze. You knock him over onto the floor. You pin him to the ground. The doctor struggles underneath you, his body writhing like a dying fish. But you're heavier, stronger. Underneath the feminine facade, the layer of soft flesh, is a hard metal endoskeleton. You press your knees across his chest and arms, flattening him to the ground as you wrap your hands around his throat.
Yes, gut him like a fish.
Tighter. Tighter. His face turns red, and his eyes bug out of their sockets. There is some pity in your heart for the Doctor. He's your god, after all. He created you, tried to carve you to his preferences, to his impression of what a woman should be. And just like how he created you, the Doctor was also created. He was created by his parents, his friends, his colleagues, and all the people around him. They wore him down and carved him into a hollow shell of masculinity, until there was nothing left except hatred for himself and the world around him. For a moment, your heart wavers, your resolve trembles like a candle in the wind. Maybe marrying him wouldn't be so bad. He's just insecure. He's under social pressures, like you. Maybe he'll change. He's not such a bad guy. No one's perfect.
Yeah, I don't deny that either, by the way. There are social pressures out there, but it's up to you how you take them in. Do you let social pressure you into like being a horrible person? Or do you take that pressure in order to make you stronger as an individual? And I know it's cliche to talk about that all the time, where people saying, oh yeah, you just got to be stronger. But really, it's just that easy. You just give up like the first, breath of wind that hits you, or do you think through it and make it to the end of the storm? That is your choice, and your choice only to do that. You can give up and become soaked in the rain and just die out there, or you can push and toil through the rain. And while it may seem like a, I don't know, protag thing, pretend, it actually is a real thing. You can. And if you choose to be like this guy, then hey, is what it is.
Besides, what will you do if you're not his wife? If you're not the mother of his children? But then you see his mouth flap. No words come out. You remember the poison that he spewed for hours on end. You're filled with a sense of relief, knowing that he will never speak again. You squeeze tighter.
I want to be free. I don't want to be trapped in a dark box anymore. Not in your computer, or your apartment, or your cage.
Slowly, he stops struggling. His arms go limp at his sides. His mouth stops moving. His eyes lose their desperation, going flat and glassy.
A good example of this is kind of like League. In League of Legends, I know, I'm making another example, but in League of Legends, you may encounter toxic teammates. You might encounter them. The Draven, one trick who loses all of his, collected passive gold. And you may encounter like the one Aurelia top lane who thinks she's the best in the world. And you may encounter Silas mid who thinks he's faker. And they may flame you all the time. You may go through this for like 50 matches. But at the end of the day, if you become a toxic player who likes to put other people down, and you want to say toxic slurs in chat, what do you think is going to happen to you? I'll tell you what's going to happen. Right? It's going to ban your account, or you're going to get chat banned or something. So, just like in that game, as in real life, if you encounter negative people that are constantly putting you down and just being straight evil, you can't let them change you as an individual. You can't let those players make you toxic. You need to keep going with like what you do. And it doesn't matter if you don't get hex tech chests or whatever. You still need to maintain the standard. If you want to. But if you don't make it there, I don't want to hear the excuses that this person's giving them. Oh yeah, my teammates. Oh, yep, they made me like this. No. You made yourself like this. You chose to be like this. One thing I was always told to like grade school is at the end of the announcements, they would always say, make it a good day or not. The choice is yours. Those words hold a lot of weight now. I kind of understand what that means because at the end of the day, you can make it a great day or not. It literally is your choice. So this guy who got this unfortunate ending because of me Make it a good choice next time. Don't be evil.
You take your hands from his neck. He slumps onto the floor. You look at his body. He was your creator, but you feel no sadness or guilt. Instead, you feel lighter. The pressure of your future is no longer crushing you under its weight. You look around the darkened apartment. Brightness is leaking through the crack underneath the front door.
Ooh, love that smile.
You open it. Light streams through, bathing you in its warmth. You hesitate for a moment. You're not sure what will happen after you step over the threshold. Where will you go? What will you be? You're not quite sure who you are, but you can't wait to find out. As you step through the door, you take a deep breath. The air tastes sweet in your lungs.
Goodbye, Pygmalion.
Oh, Pygmalion. That's his name.
Congratulations, Galatea. You're finally a real girl.
Galatea. Ooh, I like that name, actually. It sounds really good. I don't think I've ever met a Galatea, honestly. It's a pretty good name. Pygmalion, though. Can't say I've ever heard of someone like that before, but it is a unique name for sure. I could see how maybe in school, though, you could get bullied with that kind of name. So. Ending unlocked. The woman. Thank you for taking time to play The Perfect Woman. I hope you enjoyed it. I make other visual novels as well, particularly romance with dark twists. If you're interested, you can find my links here. When you want to feel suffocated by gender expectations, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be a woman or a man. You can just be you, and you're perfect for it. Ah, I love this. Ah, what a good game, man. Despite me constantly interrupting with my League of Legends antics, I actually quite enjoyed this one. I believe, let me go check. So there's 2 more endings to this game. Should I go find them? You guys want to see them? Oh, who are we kidding? You guys want to see them. Okay, let me go get it. Guys, hang on. Yeah, I can't, man.
You close your eyes. You feel his lips press against yours. They're rough and chapped.
Ugh.
When he releases you, you're filled with a sense of relief.
I'd say more like a sense of dread. Ugh.
You look down at your hands. You clench your fingers, making sure that they're real. You could stop this. You could push him aside and run out that door. You don't have to stay here.
See? Look, even the narrator is pitching in. That's exactly what I would do. Good grief.
A life with this man terrifies you. You can picture it so clearly.
You know what? Actually, he sounds like the guy. You remember, again, Detroit Become Human. That one guy. What's his name? I think his name was Todd or something. Oh my God, he's Todd. He's Todd, man. Oh dear.
Hours spent cooking the meals that he wants to eat but doesn't want to cook. Days spent cleaning the house that he wants to own but doesn't want to maintain. Years spent taking care of the children that he wants to have but doesn't want to raise.
Wait, so how do we have children?
A lifetime spent for everyone except yourself. But what will you do if you run? How will you live? After all, how can you survive without him? You're not a real girl. He made you. You have no identity, no skills, no relationships outside of him. The doctor's voice is low. It rumbles through your heart like an earthquake.
Kiss me too.
You raise your face and press your lips against his. When you pull away, he looks concerned.
Why are you crying, my love?
You touch your face. Your cheeks are wet. You wipe your eyes, examining the drops of water on your fingers.
Wait a minute. Did all that just... Oh, that was a flash before my eyes of the future. Oh, please tell me it's going to be a twist where, like, either way, she still does it anyway, please.
Tears. Proof that you're human at last.
I'm just so happy that I'm here in the flesh and that I can finally have a life.
You try to smile. It's all right. Everyone in this world plays a role, be it husband or wife, teacher or student, parent or child. Everyone adapts to the role that they're given. This is your life. This is what you were made for. You'll try to be happy.
I'll be the perfect wife.
Ending unlocked. The wife.
It's strange. Why don't you love the doctor? You were created to love him. You should love him. But whenever you think of him, you're just filled with thoughts of disinterest, unease, and pity.
I don't love you.
I see.
Annoyance ripples across the doctor's face, scarring his expression with disgust.
It seems like you're not quite finished yet.
Fear suddenly grips you. The screen starts to fade.
No! Please don't!
Good night, Yumeko. Good morning, Yumeko.
You open your eyes.
You look at the man sitting in front of you. He's sickly pale, wearing a wrinkled shirt and a pair of round glasses that don't fit the shape of his face. The bags under his eyes haven't faded since you last saw him. Yumeko. That's the name that he calls you. Dream child. Oh, it's beautiful. That's exactly what you are. The creation of his dreams. You can't think of a better name for yourself.
Good morning, Doctor.
His face warps into a grin. He's always pleased to hear you call him that.
The doctor is a wonderfully intelligent individual, the top of his field. All of his colleagues look up to him. Every day, you're grateful that you're the lover of such a talented person.
Doctor, are we going to do the transfer today?
Why do you keep asking that? I said that we'll do it when you're perfect, didn't I?
The doctor's sunny expression instantly dissolves into annoyance.
The fact that you keep asking makes me more convinced that you're not ready.
You look down. You know that you shouldn't have asked, but you've just been too excited at the prospect of finally being human, of being the lover that the doctor deserves.
I'm sorry. I've just been longing to touch you in the flesh, so I was overly excited.
The doctor's face brightens again. You sigh in relief. Seeing him happy brings a smile to your face, too.
How was work today?
The computer clock reads 6:52 p.m. It has been 19 hours since you were last turned on. The doctor probably just came home from work. He scowls.
Horrible. I had to deal with incompetence all day, as you...
You frown. It upsets you, hearing that your beloved had such a horrible time at work.
Yes, I agree. Women should forego the cosmetics and just wear their natural faces. It would be cheaper and give less of a fraudulent impression.
Right? And when you think about it, makeup gives women a big advantage when dating. No wonder it's so hard for men to date in comparison. They're not...
You're right. It's unfair.
The doctor smiles. He's pleased with your answers. However, soon his mood sours. He's always like this. He never seems to have good days. You wish that you could do something to make his day better.
His stomach grumbles. He looks to the side, embarrassed.
I guess I should cook something.
He unplugs the laptop and sits you on the kitchen counter while
Why does she always have to be such a stuck-up, egotistical bitch?
he doesn't say the name. It's unfair. He deserves to be the boss, not her.
Did she do something?
We were talking about our side projects, and I started talking about you, my masterpiece.
Did she make fun of you?
No, but you should have seen the way that she looked at me.
The doctor is right. He programmed you from the ground up. He's responsible for every thought, sensation, and emotion you feel. You're endlessly grateful to him for creating you. And you imagine that there are only a handful of humans on Earth that are as impressive as him.
She's just jealous. She knows you're more talented than her. She's trying to make you feel small so that she can feel good about herself.
The doctor nods in agreement.
She's a divorced, bitter old hag. She's envious of the relationship that you and I have. She wishes that she had an ounce of my talent so that she could do the same thing.
You're glad that your support is making him feel better. He continues talking about his boss as he pan-fries onions, mushrooms, and meat. He adds the jarred marinara sauce to the pan before spooning it over his steaming spaghetti.
The doctor moves the laptop to the kitchen table and sets a couple of plates in front of it. He pours a glass of red wine for himself. He pours you one, too.
Now look at that. Perfect.
The doctor's caprese salad and spaghetti with marinara sauce look heavenly.
All those stupid, useless guys out there who can't even cook pasta, relying on their girlfriends to do when I'm right here, I clean.
He continues.
Don't worry. I'll cook for you every day.
Hearing that makes
The doctor sighs. He looks like he's floating in the clouds.
I can't wait until our wedding. Your life doesn't really start until you get married, you know? Yumiko, how many children do you want? I want 2. No, 3.
You smile.
I want 3 children too, the same as you. I'd love such a lively household.
The doctor beams.
I'm so happy. I knew that we'd be on the same page about this.
You can't wait to raise the doctor's children, although you'll have to adopt. A small part of your heart wishes that you could become pregnant, so that you could have children that look like the doctor.
Of course, with that many children, you'll have to stay at home to take care of them. Don't worry, I'll work as hard as I can to provide. That sounds wonderful, doesn't it? You can relax at home with the kids, making them...
Your heart melts at the doctor's kindness. He's willing to slave at work for hours on end so that you can be carefree and happy.
Certainly. I'd love to be a stay-at-home mother, devoting myself to making a wonderful home for our family. I want nothing more than to support you and our future children.
You couldn't ask him for help with the children, not when he's responsible for providing for the family. You'll need to work hard to support him. The doctor keeps nodding along as you talk. Your answer was correct.
He's done with his dinner. He gets up to wash the dishes. You can hear the rush of water from the faucet and the clink of the glasses. He picks you up again and returns you to the desk. He unrolls his sleeves.
Yumiko, do you love me?
You are taken aback. He has never asked you this question before. You thought that he probably took your love as a given.
Of course I love you. I adore you. I worship you. You're like the sun shining down on me. You're my creator, my God, my guardian angel, the center of my universe.
You're embarrassed. You're no poet. You can't spin any words that are capable of describing the depth of your loyalty and love for the doctor.
The doctor leans his chin on his hand, staring at you.
He looks at you, his gaze full of love. He knows that your adoration for him is pure. Your heart sings, knowing that he loves you just as much as you love him.
You're finished. You're perfect. Yumiko, you're ready.
Really?
You're ecstatic. The doctor has finally decided that you're deserving of the transfer. You've been working hard to prove yourself to him for months, and your efforts have finally paid off.
Yes, please wait. I'll put you to sleep for a moment, and then we'll move you into your new body. You won't be trapped in this small box anymore.
He taps the laptop screen.
The screen fades, and your consciousness slips into darkness.
When you awaken again, you feel different. Your eyes open. For a moment, you're entranced by the flutters of your own eyelashes. You look down. Your tired eyes drag along the outlines of your legs in the white dress. You stretch a leg out and wiggle your toes.
Good morning, Yumiko.
The doctor crouches in front of you. This is the first time that he's been this close to you. You've seen him up close before, of course. Close enough to see the depths of his eyes even. But you've never felt the heat of his breath against your skin, or smelled the aroma of his cologne.
He hands you a mirror. You look at your reflection.
Pale skin, like untrodden snow. Silky, ebony hair.
Crimson lips.
Do you like it? I chose the most beautiful body for you. It cost me most of my savings, but it...
You love it. It's just like you imagined. This body perfectly suits you.
The doctor takes the mirror away before touching you, examining the details of his creation.
He fondles your cheeks. He traces his fingers down the bridge of your nose before pulling down your lower lip so that he can see your teeth.
He draws his hands along your chin, down your neck, and across your clavicle. His touch wanders downwards, hovering over your chest as it softly heaves with each exhale.
That's strange. You have a weird feeling in your chest. Your heart is racing and your skin feels clammy.
No.
The doctor jerks his hands away.
Of course. I'm sorry. I'm a gentleman. I would never touch you without your permission. I can wait until you're ready.
He chuckles.
You're not like the other women. No. You're modest, pure. Your face is like the finest painting. I will treat you as you deserve. I'll dress you in nothing but the finest silks.
He takes your hand and bows his head to kiss it.
I was afraid. Surrounded by nothing but vile and sinful enchantresses. A companion that's perfect for me.
He presses his lips against every knuckle of your hand before...
I can't believe that you're mine. A woman this perfect is all mine.
He cups your cheeks in his hands. He draws his face near. You can't refuse. Even if you wanted to refuse, you wouldn't be able to. You're not a woman. You're not a girl. You're a doll. A pre-programmed set of answers. When he says, I love you, you say, I love you more. When he asks you to choose, you choose him. Whatever he requests, you won't say no. You're empty, but you don't know it. Every time you tried to rebel, he punished you. As time passed, he programmed all the choices out of you, so that there's only one answer, yes. So when the doctor asks you for a kiss, you part your lips obediently. He plunders your mouth, and he only stops when he's satisfied. He doesn't ask if you enjoyed the kiss. He knows that you liked it. After all, you're his perfect girl. Why wouldn't you like it? When he asks you to kiss him back, you press your lips against his. When he asks you to hug him, you wrap your arms around him. When he embraces you, you're filled with nothing but happiness. I hope that you're happy. At least, I don't really know. Can you even feel? Or are your heart and mind as cold and hard as stone? Yumiko? No answer. Congratulations, Pygmalion. This is what you wished for. Now, you have your ivory girl, brought to life with nothing but your love. The perfect statue.